Hey, we are live. It is Sunday evening. Today is November 1st, and I want to welcome you out to Learning with Lynn. So I am Lynn Huber.
And I'm Richard.
And this is Richard, and I want to thank you for being here. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so we know you were here. And I am going to do some things. So let me move some things around here, and I will share my screen. There we go. We are sharing. So first off, today, this is my blog, onlinebeautybiz.com. This is where I do training for my team and for any representative who needs help. Anyone is welcome here. Hi, Benita. Good to see you. Welcome. So anybody's welcome here. If you're an Avon representative, we are here to support you, and we will support you in every way we can. Obviously, if you're not on our team, we don't have time to do one-on-one with you, but we seriously are here to help you. And so this is what this blog is for. It's all about, if you're brand new, you want to go up here to the top where it says Getting Started and click on that. And that literally kind of walks you through what Avon is, how you get paid, how to set up your website, how do you know if you got an order, stuff like that. So it's all the basic getting started stuff. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see this sign up to receive our newsletter. And this way you'll get emails from me letting you know when my next blog, when I publish a blog post, which is usually on Monday and Wednesday. So you get an email from me on Monday and Wednesday, and then Friday morning you'll get an email about upcoming webinars and stuff for the weekend. So you'll want to do that. You'll want to sign up. And then right below that is a search. And if you ever want to know how to do something, you can literally search for it in here. You can find it in here. And then below that is categories. So literally Facebook parties, follow-up, fundraising, getting started, whatever category you need. You'll find all kinds of posts in there that will help you. And then if this is on a computer, it's side by side. If you're on a telephone or maybe even a tablet, I'm not sure, this whole right column will move to the bottom of this first column. So you'll see about 7 blog posts, and then you'll see this at the very bottom. So just so you know. So today we are going to go to the second one here, the secrets to creating super hot social media content. So let's see, Judy. Hi, Judy. Hi, Sherry and Julie Pineda. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. So we're going to talk today about the secrets to creating super hot social media content. So super media, obviously, there's not really a magic bullet per se when it comes to social media. It's all about the algorithm, and it's about how many followers and how many friends you have, and it's on your Facebook page, and most of what you want to do for your business is going to be on your page, on your business page. And the truth is, I was going to say Avon, but Facebook. Facebook wants you to pay to play. They want you to pay to advertise. And the more that you pay, the more your posts will be seen. But there's still things you can do to get engagement and get your posts seen by more people. But before I go into that, I'm going to talk about our Daily 8 system. So growing your Avon business is actually really simple. There's really only 4 steps. Number 1, prospect for new customers and recruits. When you first get started, we ask you to write a list of everyone you know and kind of start working through that list and just letting them know that you sell Avon and asking them if they would like a brochure, right? But you have to be constantly adding to that list. If your friends and family might buy from you to help you get started, and some of them will be lifelong Avon customers because they love Avon, but the majority of your friends and family they're just doing it to help you out. They're not going to be ongoing customers. And you have to, if you want to grow your business, you need to get outside of your friends and family. So you need to be constantly prospecting for new customers and recruits. It's probably the most important thing. So number 1, prospect for new customers and recruits. Number 2, get a brochure. Whether it's paper or digital, it doesn't matter. Just get a brochure to every customer, every campaign. And I mean every customer. You need to create a system, and we teach you how to do this. Create a system so that everybody you meet goes into that system, and you know who you're getting brochures to. If they said they wanted a brochure, you need to consistently make sure that you keep getting them brochures, because they're not going to buy. They might not buy the first time that you give them a brochure, but if you are consistent, you stay with it, more than likely they will buy at some point, right? So number 2, get a brochure to everybody. Number 3, follow up with every customer that you gave a brochure to a couple of days before you place your order. And then in that follow-up, it can be, hey, my order's going in on Wednesday. Let me know by Tuesday if you want anything. Or it could be the campaign ends on Monday. Monday's the last day that this campaign is live on our website. So be sure to, if there's anything you want, be sure to get it before Monday, right? And then number 4, take the order, submit it to Avon, or your customer will go to your online store and place an order, and Avon will deliver to them. But it's just those 4 steps, and then rinse and repeat. So number 1, get a prospect for new customers and recruits. Number 2, get a brochure to everyone. Number 3, follow up on every brochure you gave out. And number 4, take the order. And it's just that simple. It's just those 4 things over and over and over again. I mean, it's just like, and so that's why we have systems in place to do follow-ups. And you can find them here. You can search for automate. If you search in automate, you'll find our system on how we automate our follow-ups. But it's really that simple. And so those are the most important things that you can do to grow your business. And so we have our Daily 8 system, which is a system that instead of working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week for 40 hours a week, we teach you how to get 8 points a day, 5 days a week, so you get 40 points a week to build your business. And you can click right here to print the sheet out. And this is the Daily 8. It's like 9 pages, but most of it is explaining how it works. On page 2 is our actual Daily 8 tracking form. And you would just put at the top the week of. So if you were doing like Sunday's day, it would be the week of November 1st, right? And then the days of the week, it's up to you what days you want to work. But I suggest if you want to build a big business, you probably want to work 5 days a week and work for 40 points, right? I actually suggest, if at all possible, you do 5 days a week, even if you're part-time. But you could maybe go for 20 points a week if you're part-time, right? If you only want to build a small business, you could go for 20 points a week. I still think you should do 5 days a week, or at least 4, because you want to be consistent. You don't want to try to jam it all in one day, because that isn't going to help be consistent, right? But again, whatever it works. When Richard and I first started, we literally had no time. We were left in the house in the morning at 6 in the morning, didn't get home till 11 at night. And we literally had one afternoon, Sunday afternoon. And so we were talking about the power of 3. So instead of doing the power of 3 every day, we did the power of 300 on Sunday. We worked it hard on Sunday. I mean, we still did a lot of follow-ups, but we did all of our prospecting on Sundays. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. So you're going to fill in their days of the week. So day 1 would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you wanted to work your days differently, maybe you take Wednesday off. So you go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever your days are. And you're just going to give yourself points for completing these tasks. So the first one's prospecting for customers. What I'm saying here is 1 point for every 3 names that you collect. So if you go out and you're talking to people and you get 6 names, that would be 2 points. If you got 9 names, that would be 3 points. And if any of them were interested in being team members, like interested in selling Avon, and you get their contact information, 1 point for every 3 names. These are just numbers I threw out there because I literally can go out and stand in front of a grocery store and maybe get 10 names in 30 minutes. And so 1 point for 3 names isn't unreasonable. But hey, if you are struggling with that and you want to give yourself a point for every name, hey, that's up to you, right? This is your business. I'm not here to judge. I just want you to be consistent. And if you're following this, however you score it, at least you're being consistent, right? So then the next one, follow up with potential customers 2 to 3 days after meeting them. That's just a quick text. Hey, I met you at Kmart or Walmart or whatever on Wednesday. Just checking back to see if there's anything I can do for you. And you get a point for every one of those that you do. And then now we're on our system. So get a brochure to every customer. I only give you 1 point because if you're using our system, it literally takes you less than 2 minutes to send brochures to hundreds of people using Campaign Mailer, if that's what you're doing. If you are manually delivering them to your customers, give yourself a whole lot more points because it's going to take you more time, right? But that's how this is figured. Okay, follow-up text to every customer, 1 point for that. Again, it takes you less than a minute to schedule a text through Project Broadcast to go to all of your customers. So 1 point for that. If you are manually doing them, then give yourself points for kind of figure how much time you're spending. Give yourself points for that, whatever you think, right? Place your order, so you get a point for placing your order. You're going to get a point for sorting your order and delivering your orders. I mean, if you're delivering your customer orders over several days, you can give yourself a point for every day. However you want to do that, I don't care. If you want to give yourself a point for every delivery, that's up to you, right? And then there's passive prospecting, putting brochures out door to door without getting names, or doing things like a Facebook party or an event or show. So those things you can also earn points, and then you'll get a point for every new recruit, and then your training contacts with your new recruits. So all of these are income producing activities. The key is to get you to do more of them, right? Then at the bottom, there's business training. That's on Avon U, or Avon Facebook, on their Facebook, Avon Representatives Facebook group, or the webinars that Avon does, or on Online Beauty Biz, or whatever else. If you're doing business training, you can give yourself a point for that, and personal development, give yourself a point for that. But again, those things are important. They're very important to your business, but they're not income producing, i.e., talk to people first. Get all the contact and follow up and getting brochures out. Do that first. That's the most important stuff. And then fit your training in around it. Is there anything you want to add?
No, it's important to grow your business. If you have one customer, you're not going to have that many orders, because they aren't going to order every single time. It'd be like if you had a pizza place and you only had one customer that comes in, and you about once a month you'd have that customer come in to buy a pizza. So you need more customers. So the lifeblood of your business is growing your customer base and growing your team base. And the more you have, the more successful you'll be. The other thing is being consistent at it. If you go on a diet and you're really good at it for 30 days and you lose 30 pounds, that's wonderful. But then you stop, and for the next 30 days, you start eating like you used to. And at the end of that second month, you've gained 30 pounds back. You're right back where you started again. So you got to be consistent with it. Once you start doing it, don't stop. You keep the ball rolling, and keep getting more and more customers to grow your business.
Yeah, if you use our system that we teach, really it doesn't take a lot of time, right? The system does the automation for getting brochures out, getting follow-ups done, those kinds of things that are really critical to your business. And then you can spend your time prospecting for new customers and recruits, and you'll have more time to spend with your grandkids or with your own kids, or whatever it is that you want to do, right? So that's our Daily 8. And here, you can download that Daily 8. We also have a Daily 8 challenge, and you do not have to be on our team to be a part of this. Like I said, I'm here to support you. And so what I have here is you can click here to log your weekly numbers. This opens up a Google form, and you can fill this out, and it's just basically how many points did you earn, what were your wins this week, what did you not do so well, or you could do better next time. And if you don't want me to use your name on Facebook, you can say you don't want me to use your name. But this is how I can recognize you, because if you're not on my team, whether you're on my team or not, I need you to fill out the form. If you want to be a part of this, but if you're not on my team, I don't know what you're doing. I don't see, you're not showing up in my reports. And so I want to recognize you. And so I will use the information you give me. A lot of times I send greeting cards out to motivate you and help you along, or I will recognize you in our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group, which is the next step here. Be sure to join our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group. I'm guessing most of you are in it, but this is our group right here. And so I will do what I can to recognize you in here, and I'm here to support you. So that's what our Daily 8 is all about. And like I said, everyone is welcome. You don't have to be on my team. If you don't have an upline, no worries. If you do have an upline, still no worries. I'm here to support you, and your upline can support you as well. Obviously, they would be your primary support, but I'm still here, right? So today, hi, Bonnie, you're late, but you're here. Awesome. So today we're going to talk about the secrets to creating super hot social media content, okay? So your marketing strategy is only as strong as your foundation. And so you need to know the basics, namely who your audience is. That's probably the most important thing if you want your social media to be successful, is knowing who your audience is. So you can post amazing content all day, every day, but if the right people aren't seeing it, you're never going to get that engagement. And so what you want to do is you want to figure out who your ideal client is, who you relate to. So now, obviously, I'm going to sell Avon to anybody who wants it. Men, women, young people, middle-aged people, old people, there's no, I'm going to sell to everybody. But if I can narrow that down and I can determine who an ideal client is, who I would relate with better, I'm going to do so much better because I'm going to have that person in my mind when I'm writing my posts. And so for me, I'm over 60, I'm a grandma. And so that's a lot of what I do, especially on Pinterest. I'm really pushing Pinterest right now. But I am writing to an over 60 grandma because they can relate to me, right? A 20-year-old or an 18-year-old might not relate to me as well. And I'm not saying I'm not going to pick them up as customers, but when I'm writing my posts, I have in my mind and I want you to figure that out. Who is your ideal client? Who is it that you want to market to? And you will market to everybody, but I promise if you narrow it down, your posts are going to feel more like the people that read them are going to feel more like you're talking to them, and everybody will hear it, whether even if it is like for me, my ideal person is over 60 and maybe grandparents. But even so, because I'm writing it to that one person and I'm picturing that person in my mind as I'm writing it, I'm gonna move this over here and I'm gonna share this screen again. Okay, Judy, can you see our shared screen?
Yes.
Yay! Woohoo! We did it.
And Idra's there, and hi Idra, hi Judy.
Okay.
There's Julie. She's back and
I hear you. Thank you. Awesome, you guys. Sorry about that.
Three's a charm.
Three's a charm. I don't know what it is. The gremlins are out tonight. Okay, so I have no idea where we lost you. So let's go back to starting with your ideal client avatar. Okay, so you need to know who your ideal client is. You need to know who you're speaking to because you want to speak to a very small audience. Believe it or not, the smaller you speak to an audience, the bigger audience you will attract. And so figure out who you want to talk to. If you want to attract 20-year-olds, then figure out everything about them, what interests them, what kinds of Avon products would they like, and how would your Avon products benefit them, right? Same thing if you're looking at 30 or 40-year-olds. For me, my client avatar is grandmas over 60 because that's who I am. And it's easier for me to talk to them. I understand their needs. I understand I'm a baby boomer, and I understand what they're, what kind of a little bit about what their life is and what we grew up with and all that. And so what you need to do though is, I really target to that, especially I'm marketing a lot on Pinterest right now. And so figure out your avatar, right? Include really get detailed. It doesn't have to be about a particular person. In fact, it's better if it's not, because you want to be objective about it, right? You don't want to just specifically talk to one person, but you want it to be one person, maybe not a real person, right? So figure out the demographics such as gender and age and location and education and maybe family life, and also include their pain points. So like for me, I know that I'm speaking of baby boomers, grandmas over 60. Maybe their pain points are sagging skin. There you go, Judy. You and I can relate because we grew up with the same stuff, right? But yeah, so a baby boomer, sagging skin, wrinkles, their face doesn't look as fresh as they want it to, right? And so we can target our marketing specifically to that person. And even though we're not talking to a 20-year-old, we have products. Now, obviously, if we're talking about a product like our collagen that's working on rebuilding the collagen on your face, maybe a 20-year-old might not be interested in that. But if you're talking about holiday gifts, they might be, right? So, but you want to target your message to whoever it is that you're targeting, your avatar, right? So, and that's going to really help you. Hi, Tracy. That's going to really help you to narrow it down. And believe it or not, when you're online, the more narrow you make it, the more focused, the more people you will attract. And the reason for that is because you're speaking to a particular person. Imagine them in your head when you're writing it. And when you're writing to a specific person, it sounds more authentic. It's more real. And the person on the other end of the computer will feel like you're talking to them, even though you don't even know them. right? So that's really important. So then now that you know who it is and you've done all that intel about who your ideal client is, then figure out how you're going to uniquely and memorably deliver that content. So develop a content creation plan. Keep a content calendar. We create them every month on Online Beauty Biz.
Everybody's back. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm back to some kind of glitch. I don't know, Tracy, if that means you're having a glitch, but I want to thank everybody for being back. Tracy, Sherry, Julie, awesome. But so we on Online Beauty Biz, we create a content calendar every month to help you with things like holidays and special days during that month, and just some ideas about what to post. And so that you might find really helpful. And you can find that by on the right hand side, social media calendars, right there. So, but we do it towards the end of the month for the next month. But whatever you do, keep a content plan so that you know what you're doing. And then you want to use the 3 Ps. So, you want to think about, all social media falls into 3 Ps: personal, purposeful, or educational, inspirational, and then promotional. So personal, purposeful, or promotional. So, striking a balance between those types of posts, it's a safe way to grow your engagement. You don't want to focus on too much on one. So like if you're always talking about buy my products, and you're always promoting, you're doing promotional, then your people are going to get bored, or they're going to think you're just out to get them to buy stuff, and you don't really care about them, right? They think you're only out to make a buck if you post too many promotions. So examine the way you've been posting over the last couple of weeks, and which of the 3 Ps does that content fall into? Are you getting engagement? Look at your posts. Are you getting engagement? Do you have a balance? What feels most natural to you? And start there with what's natural. And then, but don't get stuck in that comfort zone. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. I find Canva is canva.com. It's an online tool. It's free. There is a paid version. I actually have the paid version because it's so amazing. It's so amazing. But the free version gives you a lot. And they give you templates that you can use to create posts. And you can create personal posts that, again, you're speaking to your audience, right? And then they're just images. And then you can post them on Facebook or Pinterest or wherever you want to, right? But you want to find a balance between what your people love and what you're able to create on a regular basis. So try stepping out of your comfort zone and add a different type of post to your rotation too, just because you want to talk about maybe your lifestyle, or talk about, Judy and I can talk about, what happened in the 70s and the 60s. Because we're old enough to remember that, right? Those posts about, hey, if you know what this is, you're old, right? But you can do those kinds of posts, right? And then understand that social media marketing is similar to business networking in that you're not trying to make the sale in the first conversation. You're trying to build the relationship. You're trying to, get to know people if they will allow you to, if they're interacting with your posts, asking questions, and thinking about, is this truly someone that can benefit from your products that you have to offer, or maybe even from becoming an Avon representative. And so if you can get a conversation started, Judy says absolutely. If you can get a conversation started with somebody, then take it to Messenger, take it to Facebook Messenger, take it off of your wall and get a conversation going, right? And then just keep working on building those relationships, right? But and not everyone will be your ideal client, but all the conversations are worthwhile. Everything that everyone you're talking to, every connection you make. I have had people that I've connected with on Facebook who wanted nothing to do with Avon. But because I was professional with them and I didn't push them, they felt comfortable with me. And so when they had a referral, they gave it to me, because they weren't afraid to send their referrals my way. So you never know. You just never know who you're touching, and you never know how that's going to come back to you months or weeks or even years down the road. So just really work on balancing your posts. You want to balance them. You want to have those 3 Ps. So you want to give educational posts, like how long should you keep your makeup before you throw it out, or how to do a Halloween look with makeup, or like those are informational posts. Those aren't necessarily sales posts, because you're not saying buy my stuff, but instead you're saying check this out. Look at, here's how you can make a cat eye, or here's how you can do your eyeliner this way, or and watch, if you're not sure, watch Avon's Facebook page, avon.com. Don't share it from there because it's not linked to you. So use their what's on Avon's Facebook page, the one where Avon is selling direct to the customers, as ideas and suggestions. And you can maybe even copy the images, but don't share the post from Avon, because the link that is in that post is not tied to you, and you share that on your page and you're going to lose that customer. Same thing, if you see me post something or somebody else post something, you need to be very careful. I have a lot of people that they share my blog posts, and they're Avon reps, and my whole blog post promotes me and my online store. So you really don't want to share another rep's post. Use it as an example, use it as learning and helping you to come up with some ideas, right? Another thing you can do is create themes for each day of the week. So sticking with a daily theme makes it easy to keep your posts balanced, right? So create your own themes based on your business and audience, and then go a step farther by maybe creating a custom hashtag, and encourage your audience to use that hashtag in all their own theme posts. That could be something that's tied to you. I don't use this, but like my web page is lovemybeautybiz.com. So I could create a hashtag that said lovemybeautybiz. Or we have our email is Utah Beauty Team. So you could you could create a hashtag Utah Beauty Team. But that's something then that goes along with your brand, that you post that hashtag in everything you post, and then your customers start sharing it, and if you can get them to use that, it's just really cool. It's a cool way to keep your brand going. But here's some theme ideas to get you started. So Sunday humor. So a Sunday meme, or a Sunday blessing, or inspiration, motivation, maybe meal prep, mom of kids, inspiring story. Those are just ideas that you can talk about on Sunday. I'm not even saying you need to do this on Sunday. These are just ideas, right? Monday, motivation. Maybe a Monday meme, or motivational Monday, or work at home mom, or stay at home mom, or Avon representative life post. Like maybe you could talk about that you're mailing your brochures today, or your product order arrived and you're sorting it, right? Or how you use the product, or product deliveries. This is your life as an Avon representative. People like to see into that. They like to see what you're doing. And you could talk about beauty, right? Tuesday engagement, maybe a Tuesday meme, or take it Tuesday, or out of the office, try it Tuesday, sample requests, office funny, recipe share, this or that. So you know what a this or that is? It's like, do you like, post 2 pictures of maybe a way that somebody did eyeshadow, right? So one eye with one picture of with this color eyeshadow, and one picture with this color eyeshadow. Which one do you like, this or that, A or B, right? And get people to comment on it. Wednesday could be giving back. It could be, all of these start with memes. So, you might see a meme about that day. Wednesday wisdom, working women's Wednesday, way back Wednesday. There you go, Judy. You can use that to say way back. This is how it was, right? If you have a blog, this would be a good day to maybe promote your blog post, or a contest, or, so Wednesday, the theme could be giving back. Thursday, a business promo, like a Thursday meme, or Thoughtful Thursday, or Thankful Thursday, or Thirsty Thursday, like a drink recipe, or TBT, which is Throwback Thursday, or you could promote your business, or maybe a selfie with the product. And then Friday, family fun. So Friday meme, freebie Friday, fitness post, fun with family, weekend movie, blog post, flashback Friday, great for old photos. Deb Balaki,
yeah.
She posts, and I kind of copy it sometimes, but she posts Friday favorites. So she'll post something like, Friday favorites, what's your favorite Avon product and why? And so that's a great one to do, right? Saturday lifestyle, maybe a Saturday meme, or a Saturday selfie, life hack, maybe house cleaning tip. Most people are cleaning their houses on Saturday. Me time, special offer, Saturday special, Saturday share your why. So those are the ideas that you can, if you kind of can get like a theme, like on Monday will be motivation or Tuesday will be engagement. It makes it easier for you to do that, to take those 3 P's and balance them, right? And then secret number 3, use the time block method for creating content. So the time block method is where you simply block a chunk of time, such as 3 hours or whatever, and get to work and say, okay, for this morning, for Monday morning, I'm going to spend the whole morning scheduling my social media. So that's what I will be doing tomorrow. I'll schedule my social media out for a whole week. And so block off the time and get to work. And so that makes it really helpful. Like if you're recording videos, because you can like set up your equipment once and you can record a dozen videos in one session. You just have to change your shirt in between. So, you know, it looks like you're not wearing the same outfit every time, but everything's all set up and you're kind of in the mode, right? And so it's easier to do that. It's easier to do 3 or 4 or 10 videos at once. Rather than setting everything up and doing one at a time, different times, right? If you're a writer, like I same thing, I'm a blogger. And so I can pound out all of my blog posts for the whole week in an afternoon, or sometimes it takes me longer than that, maybe 2 afternoons, but I block out the time to do that. And so using that time block method really helps you when you're creating content. So now that you know what messages you want to share, it's time to decide how to share it. So Facebook is a multi-purpose platform, and there's several ways you can share your content. So you can create posts, you can do pre-recorded videos, you can do a Facebook Live, and you can do a Facebook story. You know, those are different ways. And this is where knowing you and who your ideal customer comes in really handy. So what kind of content do you want to create, and what do you need to know about your ideal client avatar? What are they going to love, right? So it's all about finding that intersection between what can you do and what will they love, and bring it together. And you're not going to know that until you experience with, you experiment with all the different types. And the only sure way to do that is to go through the action of experimenting with it. So experiment using all these different types, personal stories that tie back to your business topic, relevant industry trends. Look at some of the magazines, the beauty magazines. What are they talking about? And how can that be related to you, right? Behind the scenes of your business, like I was telling you, like out doing deliveries today, or whatever, asking questions to get to know your audience better and have them help you make business decisions. Which do you think is better, this or this? Which ad do you like, this or this? Let them in. They feel like if you let them in and say, I'm thinking about creating an ad, or I'm creating a flyer, which one do you like? Or, image, which one do you like? People feel like that you care because you're asking for their advice, even though they don't know you. So those are really powerful. Quotes, I do a lot of quotes. Educational, factual content, so how to do a fall makeup look, right? Avon does a lot of those things, so you can use what Avon has created too. And then personal stories that tie back into your business topic. Those are just ideas. And then how are you going to share it? So written posts, pre-recorded videos, Facebook Live, stories. So think about, take all the different content types and how you're going to share it and put them together and experiment with different options. Did you have something you want to say? You look like you
no, just kind of put it in perspective too. A lot of times we worry is like, gee, I can focus this in on just, a certain group of people or whatever, but I don't know if I'll really reach that many people. It's kind of like somebody told me years ago, I didn't think of it this way either, but in the music industry, if you're a country singer or if you're a heavy metal artist or something, you were thinking, well, the whole nation, say there's 300 million people in the United States, but only 1% of the United States wants to buy my record. That's 3 million records you just sold.
But you need to focus
huge.
on that 1%.
Yeah, you focus on one genre. You sing love stories in country western, and you're not going to reach 99% of the people, but the 1% you reach, that's 3 million records you just sold. So keep it in concept that way.
But you're also going to do a much better job reaching that 1%
Sure.
Because you're talking specifically to them.
Right. Yeah, you're giving lots of hints and ideas. And the beauty about doing things is when you make a mistake and you see it's a horrible mistake, you don't do it again, and you learn from it, and you grow from it. That's kind of like we have you fill out the daily 8. It's more to help you than it doesn't help us any. I mean, it gives us some insight, but it's mainly to help you because you're the one doing it, and you see what you did right and what you did wrong, and we all learn that way.
Plus, when you tell us what you struggled with and how you can overcome that, or how you did overcome that, being able to share that with other people in the Facebook group can be really helpful to everyone because we all learn from each other. We don't necessarily all have to make all the mistakes.
Yeah.
We can, if we're really good, we can learn from the other people. So we only screw up with our own mistakes, and we learn, and so we have less problems, right? Yeah. So that's really what I have for you. Gosh, you guys, I am so sorry that we had to do this 3 times. Obviously, it's going to be, 2 different social media Facebook Lives because I deleted the second one. So we have the first one and the third one. And then when I put it on YouTube, I'll try and see if I can combine that into one video. But I want to thank you all for being here. Let's go back to us. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your patience. I hope that this was helpful. We will be back same time next week, same time, same place, hopefully better service. You know, we just never know with the internet, right? You just don't know. You don't have total control over it, but hey, it is what it is, and we make do.
And so, and now since we're into the daylight saving time's over, and it's dark at 4:30, so there's nothing else to do. So you might as well be here with us.
That could be why we're having problems tonight.
Yeah, it could be. Everybody's home.
Bonnie says thank you, and Sherry says love your shirt. Yeah, Sherry, that's from the Avon Visionaries Convention. And it was very helpful. Thank you from Judy. Oh, thank you, Judy. I want to thank you guys. Thanks for your patience, and have a great week, and we will see you next week.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
See you later.